That's right. No, domestic and international. That's right. Every flight that's come out of Calgary, Canada in the past 48 hours. Yeah, you can reach me here. I'll be here all day. Thank you.
All day, huh? I guess you forgot you had a job today, Detective. You're supposed to be down at the station 3 hours
Captain,
ago.
You told me on the flight last night back home from Canada that I was going to have a desk job. Here I am, desk job.
Well, I'm so sorry if that doesn't suit your royal keister, Ryan. But that's how suspension works in our department.
Come on, Captain, would you just get off my back?
Hey, you're lucky you weren't bounced out of the department permanently. Now listen, you are to do nothing. And I mean nothing, unless it's approved by me personally. You got that? From now until your hearing.
First of all, the only thing that I care about right now is Vicky. She's a hell of a lot more important to me than some stupid departmental hearing.
Look, I know you're worried, and I sympathize. But when we were in Canada, they told us that Vicky was transferred to another hospital. Now, I am sure the senator picked the best one available.
So why is he being so secret about it? Why did he whisker away in the middle of the night and not tell anybody where he was going?
I'm not gonna get through to you, am I?
No.
Fine. Just take the afternoon off.
Thank you.
No, as a matter of fact, take the whole day off. I mean, what's one more missing person around here?
Hey, Captain. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, Billy.
Well, Frankie?
Don't ask me why, but I had the feeling you could use a friend today.
Oh.
And I should show you, by the way.
Hey, not only could I use a good friend, I could use a great PI. You think you could help?
What's going on?
Vicky's missing. Again. And this time, I think it's going to be an awful lot harder to find her.
Hello, darling. Did you sleep well?
Yes, I did.
You need time to recover.
Wait a minute. I don't.
It's okay.
I can't.
Everything's being taken care of. You're gonna be fine, I promise you.
What's going on here? Where have you taken me?
I just wanted to remind you of the offer,
I haven't forgotten.
just in case. I'll vote my 10% of Corey stock with you. You consent to be seen with me in public.
I have absolutely no intention of helping you.
I'm here, folks. The next chairman of the board. Excuse me.
What is this about, Jacob?
I don't know. I thought I'd come in and take a look at my new office. I might want to do some redecorating.
Oh, and you look every inch the CEO. My, but the shareholders will be thrilled.
Well, thanks for the tip.
Would somebody please call security and throw this trash out of here?
This is private property, Jake. If you don't want to be hit with a restraining order, you better get that motorcycle out of here.
Oh, Cass, you forget how many shares of Corey stock I own. Now, if you want me to keep you on as the corporation's chief counsel, I'd watch my mouth.
Jake wants to be considered a corporate raider.
Or the corporate savior.
But what he really wants is to ride off into the sunset with Paulina, and that's just not gonna happen. Not now, not ever.
When Paulina sees what I intend to do with her father's company, she'll be the first one in line to support me. You just wait and see.
He's delusional. The man is delusional.
She wasn't very supportive at your wedding.
Well, that's understandable. She was a little upset. I should have let her know about my plan from the beginning.
You really think that Paulina would have gone along with this?
Absolutely.
Iris is right. You are delusional.
No, I just know how good I am. Don't worry, Rachel. When I put this company back on top, there'll still be a Corey in the boardroom. It'll just be Paulina and not you.
Well, I'm sure Pauline will be very touched. I'll be sure and put that message on her answering machine.
What, she's not at home?
Paulina left town, Jake.
Not only did she have the good sense to dump you, Jake, She wanted to save her family from any further embarrassment.
She's not going to be voting today.
I'm voting her stock.
You had your choice this morning, Jake. Unfortunately, you picked yourself over Paulina.
That's right, Jake. You lied to her. You betrayed every good thing she did for you.
And this kind of cheap theatrical stunt, that wouldn't work for her either.
Get out of the building before you make the situation any worse.
You just love that, wouldn't you? Anything to keep from soiling your lily-white Corey hands in a dirty, messy takeover. It's not gonna happen. I'm going for it, and I'm gonna beat y'all in your own game. What about you, little Miss Corey? What do you think of all this family stuff?
You leave her alone,
Just
Jake.
asking her a question. Bet you got a lot of cousins and aunts and uncles, even Grandma Corey, cuddling up to you since they found out who you were and that you had some stock to vote on.
You should back off, Jake.
All they care about is your vote, so take my advice. Don't let them do to you what they've done to Paulina.
What do you think they did to her?
Shipped her out of town, make sure she couldn't vote, so she couldn't mess up anything for the home team. Any of this sound familiar to you?
So, I finally got in touch with the hospital administrator, and he said that Vicky had been moved to another health facility.
What's wrong with that?
Frankie, I've been up since dawn. She's not in any major facility in Bay City or in Washington.
Try a private clinic then.
I've been doing that, Frankie, and I've come up with exactly zip.
Oh, okay. How about Hawaii? Maybe Michael.
No, Michael, he's gone out to the Far East, and don't even ask about Bridget because she's in the same boat that I'm in.
Donna?
Donna, I can't get in touch with.
All right, how about Stephanie in Washington?
Oh,
Did you call
please,
her?
look, I called her up, and she said that, yes, if and when she got in touch with Grant, she would be sure to give him my message.
Well, there you go. When he checks in, he'll call you.
No, Frankie, don't you understand? He's not going to call me. He's not going to call anybody. He's not going to call Bridget, even.
Ryan, that is crazy. Why wouldn't Grant want Vicky's friends to know how she is, how her recovery is going?
Because Grant wants Vicky all to himself, and he'll do anything to make sure that I stay away.
Honey, I hate to say this, but you're beginning to sound a little paranoid.
Frankie, don't you understand? He doesn't want me to see Vicky, and he's going to do everything in his power to make sure that I never see her again.
You're in one of the most beautiful places on this earth. The Alps. I thought the Alps would suit you better this time, more than the Rockies. What do you think?
I'm in Switzerland?
Switzerland, that's right. Dr. Bernheimer suggested it.
Dr. Bernheimer, who's he?
She. You don't remember?
No.
I flew her in from Toronto. She's a physiatrist with international reputations and connections to this clinic.
That's good. Why do we have to be in Switzerland?
Maybe she likes cuckoo clocks.
No, I
I'm
just...
sorry, darling. I didn't mean to tease you. It's just so wonderful to see you awake. I was so worried about you. You have no idea.
Okay. I mean, I'm having a little trouble focusing.
But the doctor expected that. That's one of the reasons you're here. You see, you need continuous care. You have some physical problems, but this is the best place for us to be.
What kind of physical problem?
Shh. Now it's time for you to rest.
Grant,
Stop.
I want to know what's wrong with me.
Right. You still have some numbness in your legs.
Oh my God.
No, wait a minute.
Am I-
No, of course not. No. Doctor said it'll pass in time. You just need some therapy.
Therapy here in Switzerland, right?
Sure, you're in the best rehabilitative facility in the world. You're in great hands here, darling.
Good. I don't know why I'm so tired all the time.
Because you've been through a horrible ordeal. But I have a surprise for you that I think will cheer you up. I didn't want us to be isolated up here. So...
Sweetheart. Oh, baby. Come here. Oh, Mommy missed you so much. Honey. glad to see you awake. Likewise. Oh, baby. Were you at the hospital in Canada?
Of course I was. I brought Stephen up from San Francisco, don't you remember?
I don't remember that much. Anyway, you're here now. That's all that's important.
Grant, can I talk to you outside, please?
Did you know that? Oh, hey, did you have fun in San Francisco?
Paulina told me how tough it is to fit in this family. Hell, look what they did to me.
Oh, yes, Jake. We just gave you chance after chance.
No, don't worry, Rachel. I can see through this guy a mile away.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Well, let me tell you something. This is the family that ran your grandfather's company into the ground. Better be careful. They won't be able to send you to the local junior college.
So what? If I feel like going, I'll pay for it myself. I'm a Corey, and I can handle it.
Way to go, Maggie.
Whether or not you're a shareholder, these are business offices. Until the votes are tallied, you belong downstairs. Of course, should you choose not to co-opt, Jake.
It would give me great pleasure to be the first one to sign the complaint.
What complaint? What's going on here?
Hello, Captain. Mr. McKinnon was just sharing some thoughts with us.
Yes, and given his IQ, they were very brief. Matt, why don't you help the captain show this creep out?
Yes, you know something? You people think you are so damn smart, always looking down your noses at me and any other blue-collar guy that walks through the door. Well, the barbarians are at the gate. And you ladies are going down.
There's some bad news. Carl Hutchins is in town. We had a confirmed sighting yesterday.
Jeez, you make him sound like an alien.
He is, believe me.
And you figure that wherever Hutchins is, Ian Rain is sure to follow?
That's the general consensus.
Well, given that the Coreys, Rachel in particular, have been the targets of Carl in the past, wouldn't you agree that additional security is in order?
It's already in the works. I've assigned some of my best men to this detail, Mrs. Corey.
Thank you, Captain.
Yeah, well, I think I'm gonna go downstairs.
Hold on a minute. If your buddy, Ian, tries to contact you, I want to know about it. You hear?
I've learned my lesson, okay, Captain? Now, I just want to go down to the auditorium to see the big meeting.
The family's watching up here on closed circuit.
Oh, okay, fine, forget it. But I just really wanted to go down because I never was at one before, and I could do a paper on it for school. You know, like
All right, Maggie.
how
All right, go. Thank you, Captain. I will alert the staff that you put on extra security.
Rachel, please. You have to be careful. I mean, we both know what Carl is capable of.
Yeah, especially if he thinks it's payback time for our Halloween caper.
Boy, how I wish we used real poison then.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Take care.
Let's see, Billy.
I just can't believe it. A miserable excuse for a human being is actually alive and back.
I hate to say it, but no one's safe with him around. Least of all you.
Why have you brought my daughter halfway around the world when what she may need is right there at home?
And what would that be, Donna? Or should I say whom?
Grant, don't be ridiculous. I'm talking about her family and friends.
Aside from Marley, her family and friends are right here. That's you, me, and Stephen.
Well, what does this doctor say? What does she feel?
She's the one who suggested it.
Really?
Yes. Dr. Bernheimer believes that a stress-free environment is crucial to Victoria's recovery. Now, when she offered her services here, I couldn't refuse her.
Well, what is the prognosis? Grant, what is it?
She'll be fine. I'm sure she has to be.
Grant, what are you not telling me? Now, I demand to know what's wrong with Victoria.
The doctor's not worried about it. It's the numbness in her legs. Her condition has to be monitored very closely. We have to be strong for her. There is no reason to believe that this condition is permanent, but I want every precaution to be taken, every test, every treatment.
Well, of course, so do I. How do you think I felt when I saw her in that room in Canada, lying there hurt and deathly still, and when she begged me to bring Stephen to her, I knew that she didn't think she was going to make it.
She did, Donna, and that's what we have to hold on to. That's what's important.
Then just reassure me with one thing. Did you choose this clinic on the basis of its reputation or its distance from Bay City. Which is more threatening to you? Victoria's condition? Or Ryan?
Can we back up here a minute, please? Why would Grant need to hide Vicky from you? She's his wife. You guys just went through this a couple of months ago, right?
Yeah, we did, but not like this.
What? Ryan, you are driving me nuts. What is going on?
Frankie, do you remember how you felt when Cass was in the hospital, that you thought you were going to lose her?
Do I remember how I felt? Of course I do. I never want to go through a moment like that again as long as I
Right.
live.
Well, I just went through that moment, Frankie. It took me almost losing Vicky to come clean about how I feel for her. So, I promised whoever it or what or is up there that if Vicky came through this, that I would come through for her, that I would fight for another chance. Unfortunately, I made a big mistake. I forgot that Grant doesn't play by the same rules.
You mean you told him?
Yeah. I told him.
And that's why you think he's trying to keep Vicky away from Bay City?
As a matter of fact, I know it for a fact. Frank, of course, he was the perfect gentleman about the whole thing. He was very calm, very cool, very collected, and he... Frankie? Frankie, what's wrong? Frankie, you getting sick in my office?
Okay. You just get used to seeing my back end, Ryan, because this could go on for a few months. Oh, we made it here. It's passing. It's good.
Frankie, what is passing
I'm
here?
okay now.
God, you're pregnant!
Yes, indeed I am.
Couldn't be happier for you.
Yeah, we thought our lives were pretty perfect as it was, but now we're going to start something bigger and better, and it's pretty great. Yeah, we were trying to keep things on the QT, but with the so-called morning series, it's been kind of difficult to do that. And I'm really sorry. This is the last thing you need to be hearing.
No, hey, don't worry about it. Vicky and I talk about this all the time. I mean, little Steven, you know, me trying to learn how to be a dad. We had this great whole world between us. You know, Vicky and I, we even talked about having a few of our own. Sweetie, I am going to fight to get that life back. I want that life back more than anything.
What are you saying?
I'm gonna fight for what I believe in, Frankie. I'm gonna fight for Vicky because I love her. And if that includes fighting my brother, then that is exactly what I'm gonna have to do.
Ryan is no longer an issue.
Really? Because we both know that he was the reason Victoria went to Canada. As foolish as that was.
Not at all.
What?
Victoria felt that Ryan was in danger when she came to us with that fear. We dismissed it.
Well, that's not exactly...
Please, Donna, let me finish. If I had had more care for my wife's concerns, none of this would have happened. If I have anybody to blame here, it's myself.
Very generous of
It's
you.
the truth. I shut her out because of Ryan, because of what happened in that cave before.
I know that was very difficult for both of you.
Yes, it was. Every time she had contact with him, I thought it was going to lead to someplace else. Jealousy is a powerful emotion, Donna.
Oh, yes, I know about that. I've had a lot of experience myself. But what about Ryan now? Are you telling me that you feel differently?
No, I'm sure it'll always tug at me. But when I saw Victoria lying in that hospital room, I had my own sort of epiphany. She came back to me, Donna. Time and time again, I'm the man she chose.
Yes.
My fears about Ryan were groundless. I understand that now. And if you're asking me, I brought her here to keep her away from Ryan. I can tell you, no. The only place I want to keep her from here on in is close to my heart.
Grant, I know she loves you. In her heart, she loves you.
I think so, too. If I hadn't, this would have ended months ago.
But do you still feel that it's necessary to be here in Switzerland so far away from home?
Yes, I do. This is the best possible medical facility in the world, and it's far from the feeding frenzy that'll come when the press find us.
Well, I suppose that's what happens when you're in public life.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure I'm willing to pay that price anymore. My wife and I need this time together. She needs to get well, and I need to be here helping her.
But what about your work and your commitments?
They can wait. If necessary, I'll take a leave of absence and find an interim replacement.
Grant, that could ruin your career.
What good is my career without a marriage? I need to take this time to help my wife get well and better.
And you will. I believe it.
It's late.
And I want to call Bridget to let her know what's going on. I'm sure she's an absolute wreck.
Yes, of course, but please keep our location vague. I don't want to take a chance on a phone tap.
Oh, Grant, you can't seriously think you're going to come here.
Rain is still on the loose if he went back to Bay City. Need I say more?
I didn't think about that. Of course, I won't say a word.
What's this? What happened to my big breakfast?
Oh, Rachel ate it.
What?
Oh, don't even ask. It's a long story. See, I was trying to get down here, but every time I came down or even tried to, someone was coming.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, okay? What? What's that? That a dress you're wearing?
Very funny, Ian. Very funny. I had to make a Corey appearance, but I did find out something very important.
Uh-huh. What, they're making you a board member?
I'm serious, Ian. Please, will you listen?
I'm listening. I'm listening.
No. Carl Hutchins is back. See, I told you it was important.
We have to get out of here.
No, you can't. We can't.
No, we can't.
No, are you nuts?
Just watch me. Carl Hutchins owes me. Now, it's payback time.
You can't do this. You can't. Because if you go upstairs, the only thing that you're going to be collecting is a ticket to jail.
I built this company on honesty and integrity. I don't want deceit to be its downfall. I don't want this to be the end, Rachel.
It won't be, Mac. Listen, this is the Corey family you're talking about. We're gonna fight this, we're gonna beat it together. There you are. I was looking for you downstairs.
I needed to do some work up here. Matt and Amanda are doing a good job downstairs with the show artists, aren't they?
It's Mac, isn't it? Today would have been the day that the two of you celebrated your anniversary. I actually remember that, too. I just want to celebrate the good times. I know you're probably wondering why today of all days that you're having to fight tooth and nails to save his company. We've gone through quite a bit, haven't we? A year ago, Luke was in the hospital. I've been thinking about him a lot this week. When do I not think about him, huh?
Is this the way it's going to be for us? Always thinking about the past or what might have been?
You know something? If you'd have asked me that about 5 months ago, I probably would have said yes. And then I would have poured us a very stiff drink. But you know what? It doesn't have to be like that. We have a lot of life ahead of us, Rachel. And you know what? We're both ready for it, really.
I'm not ready for Jake and Spencer to take over this company.
Honey, it ain't gonna happen. You know why? Because you're not gonna let it happen.
I don't know what else to do. I've done everything I can think of. You're seeing how it's going.
You're everything. is about 20 times better than anybody else I know. My God, come on. You're Rachel Corey. You're the lady that we all look up to.
Now you sound like a talk show.
Honey, that's that. You know what? What? You're gonna do this. I know you are. Corey Enterprises stands for something so great, and you're never gonna let that die. Never. Cass, how's it going?
Well, I tried a few legal bluffs to get the vote postponed, but Spencer's lawyers are good. They had all the bases covered.
Damn.
Oh, no. We still have our trump card left to play.
Which is?
Rachel, Spencer may think he has this thing sewn up, but I've been downstairs. I've heard the buzz. Those shareholders want to be swayed. They want to stick with Corey.
Yeah.
You just have to go in there and give them good reason to do it.
Cass is right. I mean, those people aren't against us. They just want to hear our side.
And no one presents it better than Rachel Corey, including me.
Oh, you guys are quite the cheerleaders.
Only because we know how good you are. And once the shareholders hear your piece, they're gonna know it too.
Thanks. Okay. You guys are gonna be up here watching on the monitors?
Yes, that would be best. We don't want to create a we-they situation.
You know what? I have a feeling that there are two fellas that you and I know very well. They're gonna be watching out for you. So, come on, you can do this. I'm sorry. Let's give him a hell, Harry.
Are you in the auditorium, Marcus? Good. All right, let's keep in touch on this line, shall we? What? No, I have no wish to talk about Ian Wren. I have a company take over the deal with you, imbecile. Now, tell me what's happening. Who's speaking? Oh, Jake. Well, yes, well, that would be edifying. I wish I could see those bright little Corey faces.
If I wasn't seeing it myself, I wouldn't believe it.
I thought it was better than this. I really did.
Oh, I didn't. I've been telling you all for months about Jacob. Did anyone listen?
My experience is hands-on with a small, profitable production company, and the key word here is profitable. Let me be honest with you.
Honest? Jake doesn't even know the meaning of the word.
I'll bet you do too. This is the time for this company to grow. And to do that, we need straight talk and bigger action. This company has not taken a significant risk in years, and the results are disastrous, maybe not to the Coreys, because they have enough money to last forever. But you and me can't even make pocket change out of the ever-decreasing dividends, and somehow that just doesn't seem fair to me, does it to you? I think this company needs a new board. Now, Distant Sun may not have publishing experience, but what we lack in background, we make up for with tenacity and aggressive business tactics to take this company into the 21st century. Who wrote this speech?
Spencer, of course.
I knew Matt Corey. And Matt Corey had a dream. A dream that I believe in my heart Distant Sun can carry to fruition. Give us a chance, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think we'll disappoint you. Thank you.
Jason, what? My, oh my. Rachel must have her knickers in a twist.
I estimate that we're 6% short right now. Here are your notes.
I'll keep them. Thanks to Jake McKinnon, I have something else in mind.
Good luck.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. For those of you who never knew Mackenzie Corey, I would like to clarify the impressions Mr. McKinnon left with you of my late husband's dream for this company. Mackenzie Mackenzie Corey never built this company to be just another cash cow for his own family and the shareholders. His dream was more visionary than that. He wanted to build the best publishing house in the world, dedicated to pursuing the best and most meaningful projects. Because to Mackenzie Corey, excellence wasn't aggression. It was integrity. And progress wasn't about risk-taking, it was about profitability. And yet, for Mackenzie Corey, success wasn't just profit-taking. It was also about sharing. Now, there's no question the profits are down. This is not a surprise given the current economic climate. But I can assure you that Corey management has faced each crisis head-on, and yes, carefully. Because Mackenzie Corey felt that family was not bounded by bloodlines. Each author, shareholder, and employee was part of his family. And that philosophy is still embraced by this management. So you see, when we make executive decisions, we're not just thinking about our own families, but yours as well. Mackenzie Corey was a builder, not a destroyer. He built a company on quality and integrity based on years of experience and knowledge in this industry. Experience and knowledge that he passed along to each and every one of us who is carrying on with his company. With your help, we will continue to share and build on Mackenzie Corey's dream. Thank you.
Way to go, Mom.
Oh, wonderful. I wish Daddy was here.
Oh, so do I.
Balloting will begin immediately. For those of you who are voting in other cities, our computer modem lines are ready to receive your votes. For those of us here, please adjourn to the rear of the auditorium. I've been assured by our computer experts that we'll have the final result within the hour. Thank you.
I guess the really frustrating thing is not being able to remember what happened.
Yes, you mentioned that before. You remember the hospital?
No, I mean, only in the vaguest way. I do remember hearing your voice, though.
I was there every minute, darling. You gave us quite a scare. What about before? Do you remember the shooting?
No. I just remember waking up and finding it very difficult to breathe.
Well, now's not the time.
Wait a minute. I do remember being in the cave with Ian. Right. And then Ryan showed up. Grant. I remember you were in the cave now.
I was trying to help you.
I know that. I know. I remember hearing you call out for me. And then I don't remember anything more. What happened in there? I mean, how did I get shot?
We'll talk about this when you're stronger. I don't want to upset you. You need to rest.
Grant, what happened in there?
Did Ryan get shot too? Is that why he hasn't called me?
Mom! You were wonderful!
No matter who won the vote, you won the fight. You were terrific. Daddy would have been so proud. Absolutely. You showed such class and distinction in a way that Jake McKinnon could never understand.
I just wanted to speak for all of us and for Mag.
You did.
Mom, Cass on the line numbers are coming in.
Oh, good. What are they?
Is that an instant transmission? Okay, so. It's a little worse than our earlier estimates. We're down 7.5%. Yeah.
I didn't want to say anything in front of the children, but I think we have to prepare ourselves for the worst.
Your beloved Max.
Jake and Spencer running.
Your beloved Max. Your beloved Max. Hard-earned legacy.
Matthew, what are the numbers now?
Down 8.25.
Rachel?
Rachel,
where are you going? I'm sure she needs a moment to herself, and I mean, who could blame her? Listen, how about we have a little gathering at Tops this afternoon?
Yeah, great. I love it. I think Mom needs the support.
I do too. All right?
Listen, I'll tell you what, I've never been more proud to be her son than I was today.
Who on earth let you up here?
Shut up, Iris, or I'll turn you into a janitor by the morning.
You should be so ashamed of yourself, Jake. Would you come up here to gloat?
No, Felicia, I thought that Rachel did a very good job, and don't think it's going to save her company, but she definitely went out with a big bang.
Is that what you think I was doing? I was just playing to the crowd.
Well, come on, Rachel. Mac, family, integrity. I mean, for a minute there, it almost brought a tear to my eye, but I don't think it's going to do you any good, though.
You just don't get it, do you?
Listen, I know it's supposed to be tough for you, so I will make it as pleasant as possible for the family. No hard feelings.
No hard feelings.
Don't.
I will not rest until I run you and your partner out of this town on a rail. I will do everything in my power to see that happen.
Well, now, that's the thing about power, isn't it, Rachel? It changes. The next time you snap your fingers, you'll be lucky if you get away with it.
Look at you, slimy little...
Quiet down. The computer's just logged the last of the proxies. I'm gonna get a final tally in 3 or 4 minutes.